Hi, I'm Myrick, and today we're testing out the NuWave InfraRed Oven cooker. So we paid $111 for this device, and we're going to try it out now and see how it roasts a chicken. So what I have here is a 3.5 pound chicken, which I have washed and patted dry. I have seasoned it simply with salt and pepper and a quartered lemon, which I've stuffed inside the bird's cavity. I have also put in a sprig of thyme and a sprig of rosemary, and I salt and peppered inside the cavity. On the outside, I gave it a butter massage with 2 tablespoons of melted butter. That will allow the skin to brown nicely and crisp up. Otherwise, if you don't have butter on there, the skin's going to have a pretty pallid color when the roasting is finished. So the butter just gives it a little, the bits of fat in the butter brown and give it a nice brown, appetizing look. I have tied the legs of the chicken with some kitchen string. You can find kitchen string at Sur La Table or Williams-Sonoma, or you can order it online at their websites. Okay, so salt and pepper, and we're going to disassemble the device and insert the chicken and start it up. So this is the device assembled, the NuWave InfraRed Oven. This is the Pro model. You just lift this off and take this off. It has a rack here and a little drip pan. It also has another pan underneath all of this that lines this plastic base here. So I'm going to reinsert that, reinsert the small drip pan and the rack. I'm going to put the bird on. The instructions say to start the bird breast side down first for the first 15 minutes. I'm also going to season this side, the back side of the bird. I didn't do that earlier. This is just simple kosher salt, coarse kosher salt, and some freshly ground black pepper. And I'm going to put the cover back on. And this is the power module. And it does have a locking mechanism. You put it on, and there are some little grooves that you can see very close up, and you twist it until it locks. All that's left to do is plug it in and turn it on. Now that I've washed up after handling that raw chicken, and we've got the machine plugged in, what I'm going to do is set it for the first 15 minutes. The instructions are very simple. You press cook time, 15, and start. No warm-up is required. No preheating is required. So we're going to let it run for 15 minutes and see what happens, and we'll be back in 15 minutes to see what's transpired with this. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes and we're back, and we're going to see what's happening with this bird in this NuWave InfraRed cooker. The timer went off and beeped about 5 times. So we're going to take the cover off now. This is the cover rest. And it is hot in there. Lots of steam coming out. So you can see that it has started, the skin of the chicken has started to brown on the back side here. So I'm going to flip it over with some tongs and restart the cooker. So we're going to cook this for 45 minutes longer. Normally, the recipe in the book that comes with the cooker calls for the chicken to cook 30 minutes longer. However, we're in Colorado in a higher altitude, so everything takes a little bit longer here when it comes to dealing with heat. So I'm setting the cook time for 40 cook time. Note that you have to press the clear button to clear the previous cooking cycle. Now I'm going to set cook time 45 minutes and start. And it's off again. So we'll meet back here in 45 minutes to see the finished product. Well, we're back, and we had to add another 15 minutes to the cooking time. We just didn't feel like that the bird was brown enough. But it looks pretty good right now, so I'm going to lift the top off and put it on its resting bar here. And we're basically going to let it rest for 20 minutes, which is what any good cook or chef would do to a piece of meat. Let it rest, let the juices settle down, redistribute. So here we go. This, I will say, there's a lot of heat coming out of here right now. That steam almost burned my fingers. Let me say this, if you're in the South, as we used to be in Atlanta, and I'm also from Mississippi, born and bred, you know, in the summertime when it's really hot, you don't necessarily want to heat up the oven. This machine does not put out a lot of radiant heat. I'm impressed by that. If you touch this acrylic piece of thing, it's hot to the touch, very hot, 350 degrees. But overall, it does not put out a lot of radiant heat, and it doesn't take up a lot of energy to do the roasting or baking. So I think that's a good thing. Now, if you can see, this chicken is caramelized on the outside pretty good. It looks like a beautiful roast chicken, just like anything I would go and buy at the local, grocery where they do very good rotisserie chickens if you're in a hurry. So what we're going to do is let it rest for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to carve it up and put it on a plate, and we're going to eat it. And I'll let you know how it tastes. Hey, Romeo, you want some chicken? Okay, so we've let the chicken rest for 20 minutes, and I've made some plates. I just served it with a simple salad made of romaine lettuce and red onion, tomatoes, black olives, and some Romano cheese grated. And then I tossed that with a simple balsamic vinaigrette. Also on the side, I've got cauliflower mashed potatoes. I just steamed some cauliflower for about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, just depending. You can poke it with a fork and see when it gets done. And then all I did was run that in the food processor for just a few pulses with some buttermilk, just enough to moisten it and make it go through the food processor and make it a smooth consistency. So now I'll taste the chicken for you and let you know how it tastes. Like Lydia Bastianich. Lydia's Italy. It looks good. It's not beautiful because, I cut it with a knife and it's not, like a photographic. Really good. Delicious. So, like Lydia, let me finish chewing. In conclusion, I think that the NuWave InfraRed Oven is a good buy. For $110 or $99, you can get it online plus shipping, about the same price. You get something that you could use even in a dorm room to roast a chicken. So, it's a good deal. Thanks for watching.